Well, hey there, I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. Hurricane Debby will be making landfall here this morning in the Big Bend region of Florida, south of Tallahassee. So that's where the storm is going to be making landfall, and the impacts are going to be over that way with a lot of heavy rain. And this is going to be a slow mover as it works its way across North Florida into South Georgia, then eventually the Carolinas. For us, on the other side of this thing, a whole other world. I mean, a whole other world. This is going to turn the winds out of the north and dry things out, and our temperatures are going to go way on up because of the drying out of the atmosphere. So it's going to be a crazy week for us as we get sort of the indirect impacts here from this tropical system. There is the eye. It's going to be making landfall here early this morning, and it's going to be working its way across North Florida very slowly, and then eventually into South Georgia and then into the Carolinas. There is a close-up look. The area where it's making landfall is very sparsely populated. It's what we call the nature coast over here. A lot of marshland and very low-lying areas here, and so this will be making landfall, and there's once again the rain is going to be a major issue as it does. So 80-mile-per-hour category 1 at landfall, 45 miles northwest to Cedar Key. It's making landfall in Taylor County, Florida. Once again, it'll cross across Florida and then into parts of South Georgia. Might get back out over the Atlantic for a little bit, then make more of a turn. But you notice how close the lines are. Those lines are each at 12 hours. That means it's going to be moving very slowly. That means it's going to dump a lot of rain. We're talking in the feet, probably more than a foot of rain in many spots through parts of North Florida and then going on over into the Carolinas. Meanwhile, we're over here on the dry side of things. Winds will be out of the north the whole time, and we'll be dry, not getting any rain out of that system at all. Another system we're keeping an eye on could develop in the next 7 days. It's going to be working its way across the Caribbean over towards Cozumel, Cancun, Yucatan Peninsula area. It doesn't look like that's coming up towards us, but we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. There is that storm. It's just making its landfall over in Florida. But for us, look at that. Pretty quiet conditions. Winds will be out of the north on the backside of the system, and there it is, those northerly winds. Probably the closest any rain bands will come to us is around the Panama City area, a few breakaways over that way, but I don't expect any really in our area, so we should stay dry through the day. The winds will continue to be out of the north. That is going to allow our temperatures to heat up. Now, it will lower our humidity, so our heat advisory isn't full spread across the area because of lower humidities, but it is still going to be absolutely baking out there. We'll be in the upper 90s in many places. Loosedale, Leakesville, 98, 99, 98 in Mobile, 101 in Pascagoula. A little bit cooler off to the east. I say cooler, but it's still going to be pretty hot, but won't be quite as hot. Then the heat indexes. Now look at this. The heat index is going to be in the 100 ranges, so it won't be 110, 115, anything like that. That's because the humidity will be lower out there today. Rip current risk is actually low for us in our area. Medium tomorrow and Wednesday, then low on Thursday and Friday. Here's your long range forecast. Look at this. This is some incredible stuff. So once again, this is the indirect impacts from the storm. Winds turning out of the north, drying us out. Now, the humidities will be lower, so that's something. And really, our heat indexes won't be any worse than they were last week, but look at the temperatures. 101, 102, 101. So it is going to be absolutely a frying pan out there over the next several days. And you can see no rain chances until the end of the week, and going into the weekend, we'll eventually start bringing back some smaller rain chances. Once that happens, our temperatures start to level back off. But still, that is a very hot week ahead. I know a lot of kids starting school this week. Boy, what a week to start school with temperatures like that.